What's going on, boils and ghouls? It's been a long time since I made a video. Um, I figured on doing a cigar review. This time, the Asylum 13 Straight Jacket. Why am I choosing to smoke a cigar? Well, today's special because about a month ago, I fractured my foot, and the fracture was very superficial, but I have to wear a cast for about a month. Thankfully, the month already passed, and I'm just biding my time, waiting on my grandparents to come over so that I can go to the clinic to get the cast removed and then start walking again. So to celebrate this milestone, I figured on showing you guys a cigar that I saved all the way from the United States, from St. Louis, Missouri, and it still smells phenomenal overall. A little bit of plume, nothing too bad. Um, Overall, the cigar has a nice earthy smell to it, almost like 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 a stable. There, it smells kind of like a horse's stable. Kind of just has that consistency. I'm going to use a V cutter, and I'm going to make a crown. Basically, you cut it one way like this, and then the other way like so. Perpendicular, like a plus sign. There we go. Not a bad looking king. Or a crown. See that? That's the crown. And let's get on to lighting. Oh man, I miss a good cigar. I haven't had one of these in almost over a month. Oh man. Do I miss smoking cigars. My God. If I could have all the money in the world, I would buy a box of cigars right now. And I might get another cigar later today if I have the energy and time, but I've been in pretty much self-mandated house arrest for about a month. Couldn't go anywhere because of the foot injury. So I'm just grateful that I can start walking again later in the day and week. So I'm very grateful. So to celebrate that, I'm smoking the Asylum 13 Straight Jacket. Pretty much from the first notes, it's very earthy, has like a nice hay-like consistency. Has a slight cured oiliness. Very slight, but it's not that aggressive. It's more of a full-bodied smoke. Has a good amount of oiliness. It does have a bit of a bitter aftertaste, but that's kind of normal when you smoke a cigar. uh, ooh. Has a nice, strong, subtle amount of nuttiness to it as well. It's not like an aggressive amount of nuttiness, but you do taste that on the retrohale. I must say, I really like this cigar. The problem this is, I don't see this cigar too often. When I was in Missouri about half a year ago, um, it's like a hit or miss. Some cigar shops would have them, some cigar shops don't. When they do have them, they usually have only a few of them. They seem to be very exclusive. So therefore, the Straight Jacket, in my opinion, is a 5-star smoke. It's a small, modest cigar. It's about like a Robusto Toro size, but it's a pretty satisfying smoke for what you pay for. And if memory serves me correct, it was about $11 when I originally paid for this cigar. Or in Russian money, that's about 1,100 rubles. That's just a rough estimate. I must say, I really like this smoke. Has a nice amount of oiliness to it. And I must say, this is a good pick-me-up. Anyway, I do want to show you exactly where the foot is. So over here is the cast that I'm wearing right now, right? I've been wearing this damn thing for about a month. And you're probably wondering, how the hell did you fracture your foot? So, my friend, Thomas, he came by. I went to open the door, and I was headed to open the door. I hyper flexed the foot to to the to to the right, right? And when this happened, I also tripped a little bit. And because of me tripping and hyper flexing my foot to the right, I guess I like maybe sprained my ankle. And because I sprained it pretty hard, it fractured the a bone on the furthest side on the left. I think it was the collocoid bone or something like that. No, not collocoid. What that's something completely different. The cuboid bone. There. It's been a hot minute since I've practiced the medical stuff when I was in occupational therapy a few years back. I still remember some of the terms and all that bullshit, but that particular style of living is dead to me. And I don't want to ever return to that lifestyle. I hated it. I do must say, this is a phenomenal smoke. Highly recommend if you can find the Straight Jacket cigar by Asylum 13. It's a good smoke. It's definitely not a mild smoke by any means. It's more like a full-bodied, almost like a Maduro style smoke, right? So when you smoke it, try to pace yourself. For me, I have a very idiotically high tolerance to nicotine because I built this up over the years. I'm a fanatic for my nicotine intake. So there. And I don't know what it is, but like I seem to really like the non-Cuban cigars when it comes to strength. I've smoked Cuban cigars in my past videos, and they are good, but they tend to have a more earthy and nuttier flavor profile. This also has a good amount of earthiness to it, but there's a more aggressive amount of like an oily aftertaste. And that is what makes this particular cigar stronger than the Cubans that I smoked. Not that I don't like a good Cuban here and there. I do. But personally, I would smoke like a very big size Maduro cigar, be it from Nicaragua, like this Asylum 13 cigar, or from what is it? Honduran, I believe. Oscar Valadares is a very good cigar manufacturer, and I think his cigars are made in Honduras. I could be wrong though, so if you know your cigars and where they're made, correct me if I'm wrong on this. But I really, really like Oscar Valadares cigars, especially his the really big ring gauge, like yay big or larger, and they have to be like this big because small cigars like this, these are good, but I like getting a lot of nicotine in my system. You understand? And that's why I smoke the larger ring gauge cigars, and it just looks cool, you know. Like when I wear like my leather jacket and shit, like my motorcycle jacket, and it just looks like hyper masculine. So there you go. So yeah. Overall, this is a phenomenal smoke. If I see this at the cigar lounge that I go to, Imperial Tobacco, and see it, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna buy a few of these. Although with my income right now, I can really only get like a few cigars. I can't really buy as much as I used to when I used to live in the United States. Cigars here are good. They're very good quality, but they're pretty damn expensive for Russian standards of living. Most cigars, like for example, a cigar like this would probably be in Russia around like 1,500 rubles or 15 bucks. But there's a reason for this. You have to understand that most of the manufacturers of cigars are on the other side of the planet, and it's expensive to ship them all the way to Russia. And don't forget that Russia is a very cold climate, and the cold doesn't mix well with a cigar. You have to keep your cigars humid to preserve them and to keep them fresh and delicious when you smoke them. Therefore, because of those factors, cigars are going to be more expensive to purchase. So I always keep that into account whenever I want to smoke a good cigar. And honestly, this is like the first cigar I've smoked in over a month. Before that, I've smoked predominantly my clove cigarettes, which are a lot cheaper, but also as unique and delicious to smoke as a cigar, in my personal opinion. Therefore, cigars are kind of like a dime a dozen, if you will. Yeah. But as of right now, I just gotta live within my means. I may have champagne taste, but I got beer pockets. Therefore, stuff like these, like I used to enjoy back in the States, are very periodic. Overall, this is one of my favorite cigars by Asylum 13. The Straight Jacket is a more medium to full-bodied smoke, and in comparison to the really big ring gauge Maduros that I like to smoke, it's a little milder than that. The Maduro kind of has a more harsher, more robust oiliness to it when you smoke it. Whereas this, it does have a bit of oiliness to it, but it's more balanced. You can discern other flavors as you smoke it, like the earthy hay stable, like a horse stable. I don't know about you, but if Arthur Morgan was here, I think he would approve of this cigar. All right. Well, enough stupidity. I'm going to go finish the cigar at my leisure. Wish me the best of luck if you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to take it easy and pray that I don't injure myself in the far future. God forbid. And you just watched my review of the Asylum 13 Straight Jacket right down yonder here. I really love this design. Look at that. And it's a 5-star smoke. Highly recommended if you can find it where you live. And stay tuned for more videos whenever I'm in a good mood. Take care and rock and roll. Thank you for watching my review.